How is everyone doing?
Good afternoon. Well, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome to our last town hall for the semester. I can't believe this is the last town hall. Time flew by fast. Okay, let's get started. First, we'll have our call to order. And I would just like to welcome everyone to this meeting. And then we'll move on to the approval of agenda. So can someone please make a motion to approve the agenda?
Jarrell Johnson make a motion to approve the agenda.
All right. Jerome makes the motion. Does anyone second it?
No, I said Joel Belabanim.
Okay. Joelle seconds the motion. If there aren't any oppositions, any abstentions, this motion carries. All right, next slide, please. Before we go further on into the meeting, we have some meeting guidelines that we'd like for the audience to follow. First, please use the chat feature for any questions, comments, and response to questions. You can also use the raise hand feature to ask questions and we will unmute you. Please be respectful in the chat and please remain muted at all times if you're not asking a question or you're not called on. Thank you. Next slide, please. So for roll call, I will just call the SGA members that I know that are here. There are some members who aren't on this list that are here. When I say your name, you'll be spotlighted and you can wave, unmute yourself and introduce yourself or just say hi. So first we have Joelle Belabanim, the SGA Vice President. Next we have Dominique Duncan, the SGA Chief of Staff. Then we have Flavin Songwen, the SGA Treasurer. Then we have Zoe Gao, the SGA Senator for College-Wide Forum. We have Samaya Davis, the Senator of Public Relations. Victoria Oganowo, the Senator of Academic Affairs. And someone who's not on this roll call, we have Jarrell Johnson, our Senator for College-Wide Forum as well. Okay, next please. Before we proceed, I would like to thank our special guests for joining us once again at this town hall. We have Dr. Felicia Williams, our college president, Ms. Kathy Camp, the interim vice president for student affairs, members of the COVID task force, Ms. Paulette McIntosh, the SGA advisor and program director of student engagement and leadership. And I don't see Ms. Shahrazad Foreman on there, but thank you, Ms. Dr. Shahrazad Foreman for joining us today as well. Okay, so to start off, we will jump right into our reports, our SGA reports, and we'll start off with the SGA president reports. So first we have the SGA Community College Awareness Month. The month of April is Community College Month, and SGA will partner with CAB, Student Engagement and Leadership, and Communications and Marketing to recognize and spread awareness of the hard work and achievements happening every day on community college campuses. The series of events planned for this month will be known as the I Love PGCC Community College Month campaign. The first initiative is the I Love PGCC Care Package Challenge, where we will ask students and employees to respond to I love PGCC because on a virtual Padlet wall via email and SGA social media platforms. And they can explain about what they love about PGCC. And if they also follow the campus activity board on Instagram or Twitter, the first 200 students will receive a finals week care package and the first 50 employees will receive a gift. The deadline has been extended to tomorrow, April 14th at 5 p.m. So if you have not already done so, feel free to go on our social media, click the link to our Padlet and fill it out, and then you'll get a form to get your care package. Secondly, we will have the I Love My PGCC Club challenge, where students can showcase their love for their respective clubs and programs and why. They must use the hashtags I Love PGCC, I Love PGCC Clubs, and hashtag CC Month, and we will announce the individuals and club winners at April 30th Interclub Council meeting. Lastly, there will be the I Love PGCC Trivia, which will test students and employees' knowledge of PGCC. The top 3 winners will have the opportunity to win an Amazon gift card ranging from $5 to $20. Next, we have SGA partnerships with athletics to cheer on our athletes' first post-pandemic baseball game. So SGA partnered with the athletics department to sponsor a video shout out competition for students to cheer on PGCC men baseball athletes for their first post-pandemic game. The flyer for the competition was sent out to students and posted on our social media on March 16th, and students were able to submit their video to SGA until March 24th at 3 p.m. The competition winners received Amazon gift cards ranging from $10 to $25, while all participants received a free t-shirt courtesy of the athletics department. The winning submission was shown to our athletes and posted on our SGA social media platforms. Also, CAB had events throughout March. And throughout March, the CAB or Campus Activity Board promoted the virtual Film Friday series hosted by It's On Us and End Rape on Campus. This series included the films Sensitive Guys and The University. In addition to this, CAB celebrated Women's History Month by hosting a daily trivia highlighting women in history that impacted society overall. Students had the opportunity to win a gift card for answering the most amount of questions correctly. Additionally, CAB partnered with SGA to host Kahoot games that showcased women's many achievements during our virtual student lounge. Next, we have the Interclub Council gathering. SGA hosted an Interclub Council meeting on March 26th from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. This was an opportunity for SGA and student club leaders to reconnect, discuss group activities, play games, and share important events and upcoming initiatives. The next ICC meeting will be on April 30th. Lastly, or second to last, we have the e-learning orientation. So if you were here at our last town hall meeting, you partook in a breakout room discussion where we asked you what can we do better to improve the e-learning orientation. And from that feedback, we found out that many people didn't know that the e-learning orientation already existed, or they didn't know that it was mandatory or it would really help them. So based off of that feedback, we are planning to revise and improve the e-learning orientation. And if you have any more feedback that you would like to give to our senator, you can email her at Rhoda. You can email her at Reducier. I'll type it in the chat. And you can email her if you have anything that you would like to add to our e-learning orientation. Lastly, but most importantly, I would just like to highlight some of SGA's achievements and highlights. This year has been a huge learning experience for us all, but I want to say how very proud I am and happy to have worked alongside with my fellow SGA members. Despite being at home away from the club suite and the campus, we managed to pull off so many impactful and fun initiatives. It was truly my honor to serve as the SGA president. And just to recap, in the first semester, SGA held our very first virtual student mixer for new and current students to have fun. We created a student feedback form to gather information on how to better the student virtual experience. We held an All Into Votes social media campaign where SGA members highlighted the importance of voting through My Voice, My Vote videos. We advocated for funding and legislative needs during Student Advocacy Week. We held office hours, assessed the PGCC website for improvements and feedback, and et cetera, et cetera. And that was only the first semester. I don't know about you, but I think that deserves a round of applause. Okay, and then for this semester, we have created a student lounge that is very active every 5 to 6 p.m. on Fridays. We gather data on the e-learning services. We consistently posted on all our social medias, gave out PGCC care packages, and partnered with various departments and clubs to sponsor events. And all of this would not have been possible if not for our amazing SGA leaders, OSEL, our advisor, Ms. Paulette McIntosh, the student body, and so many more behind the scenes. Thank you all for your continued support. And although this is our last town hall and club activities end on April 30th, SGA works up to June 30th. So please reach out to me with any concerns or questions, and we will address them accordingly. This concludes the SGA President's report for the last town hall meeting of this semester. Thank you all. Next, we will have the SGA Senator for College-Wide Forum give her report. Zoe?
Hello, I'm sorry. The talking points on the agenda isn't reflective on my report, so I will just read off for my report. Thank you. Good afternoon, fellow students and members of the college community. The College-Wide Forum was in session 5 times this semester to date, and there are still 3 more sessions for the 2020 to 2021 year. Here are the highlights from the sessions of the College-Wide Forum. On February 2nd, the first meeting of the semester, Jarrell Johnson brought forth an issue to the open forum regarding student and accessibility to schedule appointment with advisors. The concern was addressed during the next college-wide forum on February 16th by the director from the advising office, Crystal Smith. It was pointed out that advising appointments were unavailable from December to January because it was peak season, and advising is limited to drop-ins only. Mr. Johnson then informed the forum that students do not know the appointment system was turned off, and it was concluded that there will be an improvement to the website to share this information with the students. In the same session, Dr. Williams presented the strategic plan development process presentation alongside with other staff members. It was discussed the importance of strategic planning and how it will guide the college by prioritizing decisions that need to be made. My PGCC site and my team site were reviewed. Bridget Watson, the budget officer, provided budget updates for next year. The Office of Management and Budget reported that there has been a reduction of the recommended budget from 2021 to 2022. There is also the threat of the Budget Reconciliation and Financing Act bill that is undergoing review in the Maryland Senate, which could change the calculation of the CADE formula. We as students must participate and advocate for funding for the community college, so be sure to reach out to your district representatives and legislators to let them know this is a matter that is important to you. During the March 2nd session, concerns over textbooks were discussed and answered by Carrie Thorson, the manager of the bookstore. Ms. Thorson clarified that the access code of textbooks will be emailed if it is digital and will be card mailed if otherwise. If the student didn't receive the digital code, they can create an account on the bookstore website and look it up or contact the bookstore. Ms. Thorson also explained the inconsistencies between some printed textbooks and ebooks were due to the publisher rather than the bookstore. Ms. Lisa Price, Senior Director of the Project Management and Strategy Office, shared the PGCC strategic plan portfolio and the expected outcomes for the 2021 school year. On March 23rd, the College-wide forum mainly focused on the return to college plan presented by staff from the COVID task force. Some items discussed are the types of classes for the upcoming summer and fall semester, the return of the Academy of Health Sciences students required by Prince George's County Public School, the guidelines that are being followed, and what more needs to be done and implemented. Details and changes for the plan will be presented by Dr. William and the COVID task force staff later on this meeting. During the latest college-wide forum meeting on April 6th, the Academic Council reported many changes discussed within the council, and this information will be presented by our SGA Senator of the Academic Affairs, Victoria, later on in this meeting. An item was also shared during the session regarding procedural and policy changes to the college code. A committee will be created composing of college-wide forum members to develop a process for the development, revision, modification, and approval of college procedures and forms. More information will be shared. At the end of our session on April 6th, it was also shared that 70% of 66 students enrolled in the Math Success cohort of the 2020 fall cohort passed their class. More information will also be shared in the future and the next college-wide forum, I believe. For more details on each college-wide forum, please visit MyPGCC and go under the Governance College-wide Forum 2020 to 2021 section of the portal to access the documents. That concludes my report for the college-wide forum. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zoe. Next, we have our SGA Senator for Public Relations, Samaya Davis, giving her report.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon, Dr. Williams, the student body, and the college. So this is my report of what I've done over the past couple of weeks for the SGA. For starters, so earlier within the month of March through early April, I've conducted an initiative for all of my SGA members to conduct an SGA testimonial video in preparation for student elections to get students to join in and to participate for this event. So basically, it was just for to gain interest about the SGA. For them to give their 1-minute testimonials of why and how they love their role within the SGA and one positive experience from it. So far, we've gotten a lot of views on Instagram for these videos as well, and I've gotten positive reviews. So that was actually great, and it helped gain promotion and engagement for the SGA and the college overall. For my second point, the daily motivational post, that is connected to what I do as a part of my initiatives within the SGA. So I do this basically every day. Um, ooh, okay. And I post it on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as well. So it's just a motivational post that I post out to students, whether it's academic based, humor based, or something that is personal to them that will get them motivated and encouraged to get them through the day. And it also comes with a reflection, which is a statement or question for them to reflect on. And then my last point, which is promoting the I Love PGCC events. Also, shout out to Emmy, the Senator of Public Relations, for creating these initiatives. And I thank you for letting me be a lead part in this as well. So we have 3 of them, which Joelle mentioned during her president report, which is the I Love PGCC, PGCC Trivia, the I Love PGCC Club Challenge, and the I Love PGCC Trivia Port. If you all want to show your support, you can also go to bit.ly/I Love PGCC virtual wall, so that way you can see the post and everything else there. And this concludes my report.